welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Lucy from Lucy-Loopscrochet. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the things that I've crocheted, or at least the wearables that I still have. Obviously a lot of it has been like either given away or sold or something else, lost, I don't know. But I have a pile of things on my bed and like various other crap, so let's go through it. Okay, so first up is bags. I have 6 that I'm going to show you today. They're in they're in 2 separate categories at the moment of bags that I use and bags that I don't. So first up is the bags that I don't use. These hang on my closet door and they hold various other things like failed crochet projects. So first I have this little velvet one made of the velvet from Dollar Tree. It's just not really my style, and also it's got these little like hangy bits that need to be clipped. I don't want to deal with that. But inside we have an unfinished glove. I made 10 fingers and I couldn't figure out how to connect them correctly for the life of me, so it just hangs here. And then I have the first bag that I ever made, and it's this little like single crochet tube just sewn together at the bottom. And it has these like learner stitch kind of things from when I was learning how to do single crochet. So that just kind of hangs on my door as well. And then last but not least, I have this red market stitch bag that I made when I didn't know how to do anything but back loop single crochet and slip or chain stitches. So it's just a market stitch, but it's a tiny bag because I ran out of yarn. Okay, so next up I have my 3 bigger bags. They're all kind of variously used. I don't know. I use them more than the little ones. So first up is this white bag made from, I think it's like the Pound of Love or one of those gigantic white balls of yarn. But it's all just double crochet and it's made in the round, so it's like out a bit from a magic circle and so on and so forth. It's got a really weirdly long strap, even considering that I've like sewed down the strap and it's really chunky on one side to try to even it out and make it less of a long strap. But I don't really use it anymore. It pills a bunch. It's just kind of nasty now. It used to be a really pure white, but it's really dirty, so we don't talk about that. And then I have this one. It's a granny square bag. I was trying to make a granny square blanket and I got to like 13 squares and then I just stopped working on it for like a solid 3 months, and I came back to it and I was like, I don't want to make anymore. So I sewed it together and I made this bag. And then last I have my beach bag. It also has a really long strap and I kind of hate the strap, but whatever, it's a beach bag. She's kind of nasty. I made her at the beach. I use her at the beach. That's about it. But it is just 2 big granny squares sewn together on either side. It's kind of rough, but I really like the size of it. I find that the size of this bag is really handy for like putting my crochet things in or like a ball of yarn. So I'm working right now on another one that's the same size, but it's going to be like a lot better quality. It's going to have like lining on the inside, pockets. Okay, so next up I have the box of shame. This is the box that sits under my bed. It's filled with old crochet things, but I don't wear any of these, so it just kind of chills there. First up we have this shirt that I made to wear for my 15th birthday. I made it in like 2 days. I like it. It's the first time that I ever used this like scalloped detail, which I think turned out really cute, but I just wore it roller skating. It got kind of gross though and I had to wash it, and it's now like really stretched out. I'm sure I could like steam it and maybe it'll go back to normal. I don't know, but it doesn't really fit that well, so I don't really wear it. And then next up we have this one. It's like one of those kind of tie bralette style tops, but again, I don't wear tops like this, and you can tell it's really poorly made because there's these really terrible stitches because I ran out of the right color yarn, and it's just so like, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't fit right. And it's also got the tie back, which is kind of ugly. But I don't wear that. I've never worn that. Then I have this one. I also don't wear it. The reason it's in the bin of shame is because it was meant originally to fit kind of like the roller skating retro style top, but I didn't chain long enough. So originally it was just going to be this kind of top part, but I needed to add the bottom bit. And when I sewed that on, it became like a really tight section. So like I can get it on, but it's just not very comfortable. And also this yarn, it's really pretty. It's shiny, it's sparkly, but it's really scratchy. So I don't really wear it anymore. I think I wore it like 3 times when I first made it, but she's just not what I really reach for anymore. So, you know. Next is really very dated. This is like the first actual wearable that I made when I was just getting into crochet and little bralettes were like everywhere. I don't like wearing little bralettes. I don't feel comfortable in them. This is also not adjustable, but like it's a cute concept. It's got little flowers everywhere, but the measurements were way off. It's like folded up in the back because this is too loose, but then once you try to put it on, you can't really get it on or like off. I'm not trying any of these bin of shame things on. They don't fit. But like this just doesn't, it needs to be adjustable. It needs to be, I don't know. I just don't mess with it. It's not for me. Last but not least, this is from when I first started crocheting. It has a funny story behind it. So I first started crocheting around the time when Harry Styles wore that patchwork cardigan and everybody wanted one. So I was like, oh, I want one. Like, it's cute. I'm going to do different colors though. So I found a tutorial and I made it, but my mom wouldn't take me to Michael's unless I got my blood draw because I am deathly afraid of needles. So I had to get my blood drawn in order to persuade her to take me to Michael's to then buy the yarn for this, but it is a patchwork cardigan. So yeah, it does have my blood, sweat, and tears literally mixed into it. It's actually very poorly made. Like I don't know if you can tell, the seams are like really weak. So like the 2 times that I've ever worn this out, the seams, especially at the elbows, have like broken apart and it just kind of starts falling apart. So I don't wear it. It also isn't actually that cute on. It's like very heavy and the cuffs are really tight. I don't know. It's not really, okay. Well, now this makes it look like not worse than it is. Let me see if I can adjust this. Like, it's fine. It's just not something I reach for. Okay, so next up, you can't judge me for this. Really, it's just a couple accessories, but you can't judge me for this first one, okay? It was 2020. It was a tough time for everyone, okay? But this was when bucket hats were really in fashion. So I made this frog bucket hat with googly eyes. It literally, let me put it on. It's so ugly. I actually hate this. Ew. So I don't associate with that. 2020 was a tough time for everybody, okay? Peace and love. No. And then I just have some bandanas. So first, these are actually pretty cute. I don't know. I just don't wear them. But it's like this little, I don't know, colorful kind of ice cream one. And then this one I think is that chameleon yarn where it changes color in the sunlight. I think it's yellow. I don't know. It's not sunny enough here to make it change. But those are my accessories. I also made earrings. I don't want to show those. I got rid of them. They're okay. I just don't wear them. All right, I just had a brief intermission there because I ran out of storage on my phone, which was my bad, but whatever. I just deleted a bunch of stuff. But next up, we have my first kind of, like, I know how to knit, but I have a Centro knitting machine. So this was like my first endeavor on that. And it's this cute little bolero, if I can ever figure out which way is inside out. It's kind of poorly made though, because it's the first thing I've ever made on the knitting machine, and I don't make stuff on the knitting machine for a reason, and it's because this turned out kind of badly. It's like really rough on the edges, and then the sleeves are also just incredibly long for like no reason. But like it's a cute concept. I really like this like yarn. I felt like it was really cute. It kind of reminds me of donuts, but it doesn't fit right. It's like really poorly made. You can kind of see on the shoulders there's like this like puckering, which is just not cute. And then a lot of the like there's some good bits, like this is like really beautifully knit, and like the arms, I think the stitches are really even, but then you've got like spots like this and it just does not look cute. So I don't really wear this. It doesn't really fit right, but you know, we'll have better things coming up. All right, I am gonna say from here on out, I think that most of these things are like fairly decent, but I don't know, we'll see. This is like my last mediocre one. It's this, it actually is like a really pretty color combination and a really cute idea. It was kind of like, I was going for like a raglan sweater sort of thing, but I couldn't figure out how to do the actual raglan like style, so it's just a bunch of panels. But I ran out of yarn as I was doing the sleeves, so they're like really weirdly short, and it just doesn't hit correctly. Let me move this so you can see it a little better. Like I like the thing, but it just kind of gives middle-aged mom. I don't know. Like I feel like this is too boxy. It should have been, maybe it was cropped or something, but even then it's kind of fugly. And then this is like, it hits at a really weird spot. I don't know. It's just not something that I enjoy. I feel like it makes me look really square. I don't like it. Okay, so next up is this Halloween kind of spider web like shirt. It was meant to have sleeves, but I didn't. It's my bad habit, it's my red flag, that I refuse to watch tutorials all the way through. So I watched the first bit and learned how to do the stitch, and then I just didn't watch the rest of it. So I actually made 4 of these big spider webs, and I was like, oh, I'll just like sew them on for the arms. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to like add the arms in as onto the thing. So it just doesn't have arms, but I kind of prefer it that way. I don't know. I really like it. I'm very proud of it. It's made of crochet thread. If you want like a full vlog, I have that on my channel, but I feel like it turned out really cute. Okay, so following the theme of things that I have on my channel, I also have this fall vest that I think I made to wear to Thanksgiving. It turned out pretty cute though. Like it's one of my pieces that I'm most proud of because I think it looks like the most well done. Granted, I don't love how it fits. I feel like it's, again, very boxy. I need to get better at like figuring out the increases and decreases to make things fit me better. I have been considering adding sleeves to it in hopes that I'll wear it more, but for now I'm happy to just have it hanging in my room because I really enjoy looking at it. I don't know. I'm very proud of it. This is my favorite square, that's why it's in the middle. But I think it's really cute. Okay, so next up, also following the granny stitch, is this like cardigan. It's made of the Karen Anniversary Cake yarn, and I had a phase where I bought like 5 of these and I just made a bunch of different things out of them. I think I made 3, actually probably like 6 things, I don't know. I made 3 of this style cardigan with the hexagons. And this is my one, and I made one for my mom and one for my brother. My mom's was in pink and my brother's was in blue. And then I'll show you in a sec, I also have from the same color scheme, I have a blanket in the other room that I'll get. And then I think I made 2 other blankets, one in purple and the other also in this color scheme. It was my favorite. But I like how this turned out. Like, I feel like it worked out pretty well. It fits nicely. I don't know, I just don't wear it that much. It's not really my style anymore. So here is that blanket. It's like pretty big actually. It's only made from one of those giant Karen Cake anniversary yarns. But I think it turned out pretty good. My mom commissioned it from me. but it's like pretty big and it keeps you pretty warm. Okay, quick switch up with the angle, but I have my second to last thing, which is this skirt that I made for a vacation to Hawaii. It's pretty cute. I like the little slit, but I don't really wear it. It just doesn't fit correctly. It's like really weirdly thick at the top because I rolled it over to put elastic in here, and the elastic's really tight, so it just doesn't fit correctly. All right, you are back on my Stanley for this last one, and it's this kind of netted mustard color top. I don't like where this hits. It like is too long to where like it either needed to go longer to be a dress or it needed to be shorter to be a shirt. Like if it hit right here, maybe I would wear it more. But I feel like it's a running theme with this because the sleeves, if you'll notice, they have little buttons up here to hold them up. Because if I take the button off, they are literally way too long. So I feel like I need to learn how to just like figure out the right length for everything because all of my like crochet clothes are way too long. I don't know, I have some ideas. I have some yarn for what I'm gonna make in the future, and ideally that stuff will fit better and I'll like have it figured out. But for now, I just don't wear anything I make, which I feel like, I don't know, I want to get into wearing things that I make more because I put a lot of effort into them. All right, well, that was all of the things that I've crocheted so far. That was only really the stuff that I have like in my possession currently. Again, I've sold a lot of things and I've like given a lot away. I've just gotten rid of some stuff. But for now, that's what I have. I have ideas to make a couple new things in the future that I'll probably wear more, hopefully, but I really don't wear any of this. You know, anyways, thanks for watching.